Hey folks, Lyarri here. Today we're reacting to is MGK's new movie Actually Genius by Danny Gonzalez. I I know MGK indirectly because I'm like a Megan Fox fan, and so I've never listened to MGK's music. I know I'm really cool. Let's go.
After MGK released his song Emo Girl and then followed it up by appearing in a bunch of insane interviews with Megan Fox talking about their love life, I think we're
This is
pretty
what I know.
good on MGK for a while.
Let
We
me
don't
turn
need
it up a
any
little
more
bit.
music. We don't need any more public appearances. We're good. We don't need to know any more about MGK's personal life. And folks, I think MGK finally took notice and he listened. He said, all right, look guys, I get it. No more music, no more interviews. I'm gonna take some time and I'm going to release a stoner comedy movie instead. So
I
he
didn't hear
hunkered
about
down
this.
and he wrote and directed this movie Good
Wow.
Morning, which currently has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. We got a good thing going here.
But it has a 73% audience
Good
score.
Morning, which currently has a 0%
Like 100 plus rating, 73%. Surely they're not his fans.
on Rotten Tomatoes. We got a good thing going here. 2 movies in a row with 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. What's the opposite
True.
of a Renaissance man? You know how people, when people can like act and sing and direct, like Donald Glover, people call him a Renaissance man.
Yeah.
MGK is like a Dark Ages man. MGK is a medieval man. Also, sorry if I sound
Yikes.
sick. Sorry. The moment this movie starts, MGK, aka his character London Clash, gets kind of a weird good morning text from his girlfriend Apple.
Who's texting me? Oh, it's Apple.
The texts say, I wish I didn't have to do this through text, and then good morning, but she spells morning with a U. Now you might think that this would make London a little bit confused, but then
This is their
realize,
family. True.
it's just a typo. And you'd be right. He does have both of those thoughts. The problem with this movie is that the entire movie takes place between those two things happening. This entire movie is about MGK being confused about what those texts meant. Before he gets too concerned, he has to Google what morning with a U means. He's like, my fans are probably young enough that both of their grandparents are still alive. I should probably explain what morning is.
That makes sense.
Well, today should be interesting.
Yeah, they let you know right away that this movie was written by a millennial. Well, today's gonna be kind of weird. MGK wrote the entire movie like this. So this just happened. Yeah, so the conflict at the beginning of this movie is that London thinks
I say that like
Apple
half
is
the days I
breaking
wake
with
up.
him. That text was a breakup text. Sorry to have to do this through text.
Oh.
Good morning.
That's
As
what it
in,
seems like.
Happy morning our relationship. What kind of person is Apple that he assumes the text good morning means have a good time with your depression now? Look, this relationship isn't working. We're just growing apart. I just feel like you need to have a happy morning now. A happy grieving to you, good sir. When they introduce this character, she better be like wearing a top hat and carrying around a cane. It's gonna make a lot more sense when that happens.
Good morning,
Today might suck, guys. I'm adulting today. All right, guys, it's time to attend the MGK School of Acting. You're about to step into an ice-cold shower. How do you react when the water hits your body? Shiver! Grab your arms to make your soul.
That's me.
Okay, those are good answers. Let's ask Professor Gun Kelly. Ooh, sorry, you guys all get Fs. Your punishment?
That was pretty
You have
good.
to look at MGK's ass. That is just horrendous. I never wanted to see that.
You know why it sucks when you're going through it with your partner?
You're not going through it with your partner. She sent you one understandable typo, dude. Everything's fine. You're fine.
Yo, does this look like a breakup text to you, or am I tripping? Yes.
Yeah, dude, take it from the weirdest looking man you've ever seen who falls asleep in his cereal mid-conversation. That's a breakup text. I don't mean to shame this man's appearance. I think Cody Ko looks great here. This is Cody Ko if TMG made hyper music. This man has never sent a normal text in his life. I'm surprised he wasn't like, no, that's about as incoherent and cryptic as I usually am in my text. You're probably fine. His friend is clearly sick. At the beginning of the scene, he throws up on the microwave, and at the end of the scene, he drowns in his cereal bowl, and MGK leaves him to die. MGK, your friend
That's
is sick.
fucked up.
Help him. And so am I. Goddamn. Also, just like a fun little continuity note, at the beginning of this scene, there wasn't a water bottle on the table, and then at the end of the scene, there is. So, that's probably why this movie has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. Ass continuity. I'm a stickler for details.
Meet Kennedy.
Oh my God.
Megan Fox is here, and she's not like other girls. Megan Fox plays a girl named Kennedy, who's actually not the main love interest in this movie. Her character
I love
is
her
actually
hair. I
lesbian.
can't even
And at the
deny
beginning of
it.
this movie, MGK explains how like she hates boys, but she lives with all these boys, and so she's moving out, which MGK explains right after he forgets his line.
It's in rice.
Come on, you got it, dude. You wrote the movie. You should know. You should know it.
Please don't move out.
Yes, he did it. Lumber.
That was
That's
really
a
good
pretty long
acting.
line. I'll cut him some slack. Throughout the beginning of the movie, they're constantly introducing new characters, and every character in this movie has some kind of weird quirk. This friend like did too many drugs at a music festival, and now he's kind of loopy. This guy
What a
is
cool
always
top.
throwing water balloons at people. This guy like smokes a lot of weed. It seems like MGK wrote this movie with just a bunch of crazy weird characters, because the only like joke that he can think of to put in this movie is another character saying something weird or dumb and him just kind of looking at them being like, that was kind of weird or dumb.
He's just the king of straight men in like the comedy way, and not like, I don't know his sexuality. Listen,
Mercury is in Everglades.
It's retrograde, Leo.
Every time he introduces a new character, there's narration that explains what the weird quirk about these characters are.
This is Angel. Meet Maxine Goldberg.
But they kind of don't like explain really what I want to know about these characters.
This
I,
is Dylan.
the camera shot was
I met
perfect.
him when he was working at In-N-Out, and he used to hook me up with free burgers and shakes. He's been my boy ever since.
We don't care that he used to work at In-N-Out. That is so irrelevant. Please tell us why he's so sick. Why is he throwing up and passing out? That's more interesting. The reason that London Clash is so rich and cool that he lives in Rice Gum's house is that he is an actor. So throughout the movie, he's doing actor type things. Like he films this self-audition tape. I don't really know what he's auditioning for. It kind of seems like he's auditioning for everything and also nothing all at once.
He deserves an Emmy, a Pulitzer, an Oscar. I forget the third one. Or fourth one. Fuck. EGOT. Wait. Golden Globe. Wait, it's EGOT. And what the fuck was the T? I give up.
Okay, this is my impersonation of Draco Malfoy looking for drugs.
Where's the
Grammy.
I don't like Draco very much.
Wow.
Honestly, this scene is
What
pretty
range?
sad. I felt bad watching it. They don't explain what he's supposed to be auditioning for in this self-tape, but whatever it is, Jake Novak has a better chance of getting the role.
I want to be the next SNL cast member.
Now here's where the movie prevents the second conflict. That's
Wait, what was the text on the screen? I'm sorry. Need to check. It was only on it for like one frame.
second conflict.
Next
Wait.
SNL cast
Sorry.
member.
Now here's where the
This
movie
is-
prevents
No, where it's rewinding. I mean, presents. I am sick. Cut me some slack. Come on.
the second conflict. That's right, this movie has two conflicts. The first is he gets that text with the typo, but the second is that today he has the biggest audition of his career. And no, it wasn't that self-tape audition. I guess they just kind of threw that in for goofs. He's auditioning
Yeah,
to
cutaway
be the
gag.
next Batman.
I'm still waiting to hear from my agent about this Batman role.
So, throughout the movie, London is faced with two equally important problems. The first, he has to prepare for the most life-changing, career-making audition of his life. And the second is that he's having a little bit of trouble getting a hold of his girlfriend. The stakes can't get much higher than this, folks. But Danny, can't he just prepare for the
real.
audition and then try to get a hold of his girlfriend later that day or tomorrow at the latest? No! They could be dead tomorrow, especially that one guy. He could die any second. They have to do both of them today. This movie kind of feels like
Yes.
a Lele Pons YouTube skit from like 2017, but instead of like 10 minutes long, it's an hour and a half long. From the sound effects to the uncomfortable silence between every spoken line in this movie.
Why would you give me goat milk?
I watched an interview. You said you like goat milk.
I can't tell if they're using the awkward silence for like comedic effect to like really
It's so
hammer
funny.
home that like these guys are kind of weird, or if the silence is more just because nobody knows their lines very well. There's enough.
Listen, I stand just random pauses. It's so good. So funny. I'm hilarious.
Other option that they added in all these pauses in the movie because we're supposed to be laughing at the things that they're saying in the movie. So they added in nice little pauses for us to laugh.
She left with
They-
the dude?
A buff dude. And they had bags. And yes, they left together.
In fact, it kind of feels like, have you
They
ever
had a
seen
laugh
the
track.
people who have edited The Big Bang Theory so that it doesn't
Yeah.
have the laugh track to show how like bad all of the jokes are?
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Denise, the new assistant manager.
That's kind of what this movie feels like.
Are your eyes all watery?
Because I'm high.
That's way better. Bazunga. It's so
How you pick that giant bottle easily? What I don't get is I'm actually laughing at these jokes. Like that actually made me laugh. Maybe I should just watch this movie. What the fuck?
Fitting that this movie feels like a bad YouTube video from 5 years ago, because I'm pretty sure they filmed this at Rice Gum's old house. Did something happen in that house? Is there like a curse? 100 years ago, one of Hollywood's earliest YouTubers died in that house, and now all the content that's created there is cursed to be mad disappointing. Okay, so now they got to investigate what's happened to Apple. London's phone is broken, so he can't contact her, so the only thing he can do is go looking for her. So he goes to the last place she was seen and talks to Pete Davidson.
Did you see Apple?
Yeah, she
Wow.
was just here like 2 minutes ago.
Did she say where she was going?
You know what? She did. She actually.
No, are you fucking crazy? You guys never talk to me. I mean, the only reason you know my name is because it's on my name tag right there.
Berry.
Pete Davidson feels like he's not really invested in this movie at all. He breaks
I like
the
how it's
fourth wall
Barry
a little
instead
bit
of
too much in this
with an
movie.
A.
He reads his name tag like he's making fun
I keep
of the fact
moving
that
the mouse,
it
I'm
doesn't say
sorry.
Pete Davidson. He's like, Barry? That's not my real name. My real name's Pete. It's funny because I'm very clearly Pete Davidson and not some guy named Barry who works at a valet stand. There's also a scene.
My favorite part is how Pete Davidson's wearing like a red shirt or a red suit while MGK is wearing like black, so you can clearly see who's who, because otherwise they look the fucking same.
Later on in the movie where he looks directly into the lens of the camera. I think they could have cut that out. Well, talking to Pete Davidson, or sorry, Barry. It's just so funny that he's pretending to be Barry. Talking to Barry didn't get him any leads, so I guess that means now it's time to go to his audition. Or no, sorry, he breaks into Apple's house to find clues.
Find clues,
Oh.
Find clues of what? What might she have left lying around that would indicate whether she made a typo this morning or not? They find a bag of her fingers? She was missing her fingers this morning. That's why she fucked up the tags. Oh. We should probably call the police, right?
I'm not breaking into my girlfriend's house.
Can't believe I'm breaking into my girlfriend's house.
Me neither, dude. You're like pretty crazy. London Clash is so dumb. He makes the worst decisions at every move in this movie, okay? While they're in Apple's house, one of London's friends knocks over every single urn on the mantle, and ashes go everywhere. And so they're like, oh shit, we have to put back the urns and then refill the ashes. But they're like, the only problem is, where are we supposed to find ashes? Where are we gonna find enough ashes to fill up these urns? But like, they didn't lose the ashes. They all just fell on the floor. They could just sweep them up and put them back in urns. It's like MGK was like constantly forgetting what previously happened in movies, and so the plot is being driven forward by things that just aren't problems. So anyway, as I said, this is a stoner comedy. You can probably guess the solution they think of to produce a bunch of ashes to fill back up the urn. Yep, they're gonna smoke a bunch of weed.
Incredible.
Bunch of weed. This movie's crazy. They're gonna smoke a bunch
It's
of
lit.
weed. Well, at least this dumbass plan that doesn't make any sense is gonna result in like
I'm
some
so sorry.
crazy shit happening, right? Something funny's bound to happen now, right? Wrong. They just spent like 10 minutes having a boring ass smoke session on the couch, and then one of them tries to talk to a lobster. They really sat around writing this movie and were like, what's the craziest thing that could happen while we're high? And then settled on talking to a lobster. You know, since weed is legalized
Makes
in a lot of
sense.
places like California, where they filmed this, I feel like stoner comedies aren't nearly as like interesting or edgy as they used to be. You know, smoking used to be kind of like a fringe culture. It doesn't really feel like this is like, it's like that crazy or funny anymore. This is a scene of 4 adults sitting around a living room and obeying the law.
Why did you spell it like that?
I will say, like, I don't know, I finally got into stoner comedies like 2 years ago and like watched a bunch of them, and like, it depends. Like, they're definitely like, if you're just stoned as shit, like they're really enjoyable in my opinion. The problem is if you're not.
It's a typo.
Oh my god, it was a typo all along?
Her delivery was great.
So I guess now the movie can end now, right?
Yay. But what about the other
The movie
conflict?
can't end now, right? The movie can end now, right? There's 30 minutes left in this movie? What the fuck is gonna happen? What are they gonna do for 30 more minutes? Sit at a diner, apparently. So you're probably wondering how they wrap this whole thing up, huh? MGK missed his audition, he's not getting the role. His girlfriend is
I guess I
pissed
missed
off
that
at him.
part.
How are they gonna wrap this movie up? Some sort of grand gesture that wins over both the director and the girlfriend? No, obviously not. That would make too much sense. London Clash gets the role because the director happened to see an Instagram live stream where London Clash gets punched in the face by Dennis Rodman, and the director just assumes that London Clash did that because he wanted to like impress him or something. It's a whole other plot line that I didn't really go into in this video, but it doesn't make any sense in the movie either. So he's got the role, now the only thing left is to get the girl, which he does by sending her a text at the diner being like, can we talk? And she's like, sure. And so they're driving to meet each other. He's texting her the whole way.
What
He's
the
texting
heck?
and driving, and they get into a car crash, and
With
then
each
they
other?
are both paralyzed. That face says it all. That just happened. That's the resolution. He almost murders her. Irresponsible. He was texting and driving and he almost murders his girlfriend, and that's how it ends.
Okay.
After the credits roll, there's like a fun little blooper reel where we get to see the actors like messing around and not knowing their lines very well, which
So it was all like a texting and driving PSA?
would have been a lot more fun if I hadn't felt like I had just watched an hour and a half of exactly that. Well,
Actually, this is perfect for MGK's audience, right? Like, I feel like folks who listen to a lot of MGK might be more likely to drink it, to like text and drive. So, MGK's a good guy. Respect.
folks, what do you think? From rapper
Incredible.
to pop punk icon to
10 out of 10.
writer, director, and actor extraordinaire. Which do you think MGK did best? Leave it in the comments down below.
All
what do you
of
think
them.
he'll get up to next? It's anyone's guess at this point. Professional fencer,
President.
or maybe like a chef. He'll start just making food. That might be kind of sick. And you know what? All he would need to get started is HelloFresh. America's
good ad
number
read.
one meal kit and the sponsor of this
I should have
video.
seen it coming.
Guys, I love HelloFresh. They send you fresh, quality produce.
I think I
from
watched
the
like
farm
3
to your
videos in a
door
row with a
less than
HelloFresh
week, so
ad.
you can savor delicious summer flavors right from home. I love getting a HelloFresh box because you know what it means? It means I don't have to worry about what I'm going to eat for dinner every night. I'm not going to find myself driving to some fast food chain to get a quick meal because I know I've got a
so
quality
yummy.
meal that I can whip up in like 35 minutes right at home. And I know it's going to be tasty. I know it's going to be healthy. If you're trying to stick to a particular health goal, HelloFresh has you covered because they have veggie options, fit and wholesome options, and
I don't know what I'm
pescatarian
doing.
options. So HelloFresh fits a variety of lifestyles. Their plans are super flexible. You can pause 1 week if you want to. You can add more food 1 week if you want to. And
Wow.
even if you're on vacation, you can change the delivery
I'm not gonna
address to
lie,
deliver to your
these
vacation
ads make me
destination.
so
And then you can
fucking
have
hungry.
home-cooked meals when you're at
Like,
the family reunion. HelloFresh is the very first
why do they
carbon-neutral
exist?
meal kit company, and nearly all of their packaging is recyclable. They help cut down on food waste because they send you pre-portioned ingredients, so you're only using what you need. So if you
Right?
want to check
Like-
out HelloFresh and have a flavorful summer, then head on over to
I want
HelloFresh.com.
because I
Use
reacted
my
to a
code
video before I started streaming
TrulyPeg16
today
for up
too,
to
and like it
16
had a
free
yellow
meals
fresh
and
HelloFresh
3
ad
surprise gifts.
with the
That's
exact same kind of
HelloFresh.com.
fucking
Thanks to
deal.
HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. Thank you to you guys for checking out HelloFresh.
I'm like this close, I
Now
swear.
I'm going to do the outro of this video. All right, you guys, thank you for watching this video. I
Whoa.
hope you enjoyed it. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications.
I am
to join
subscribed.
Greg. Greg is what I call my audience here on YouTube. We're the biggest and happiest family on YouTube. That is a scientific fact. Please do not look it up. Please do not fact check me because facts don't care about your feelings, and I
So
don't care
true.
about facts. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Everybody
Oh, fuck.
keeps saying, Drew, you can't.
After MGK.
Good enough. Whatever, we did it. Clean ending. All right, that was a good video. I really enjoyed it. I feel like I would like because I've seen like MGK in like interviews and stuff with Megan Fox. That's literally like 99% of what I know about him. I'd probably like his music and stuff, like because I like very aggressively okay stuff that's
Released
funny.
the song Emo Girl and then followed
Yeah.
it up by a
I honestly might watch this movie. Like, next time I'm really fucking high. MGK is a perfect example of just because you can doesn't mean you should. I don't know. Maybe you should. I respect just doing random bullshit. They really captured the feel of an awkward middle school play in movie form and added weed. Yeah. I feel like this whole movie was written only because MGK found out morning and morning are spelled differently and suddenly thought he was very clever. It does, yeah, no, that's true, actually. It's like he got high and, like, how his, yeah, wrote it in 1 hour. Ah, yes, the living embodiment of my least favorite literature trope. The miscommunication. This is true. I hate this trope. It's so, like, if it wasn't so, like, aggressively, like, silly, I would never want to watch this movie. But I kind of do now. Usually when I see Danny review a movie, I want to watch it just to laugh at it. I have zero desire to see anything related to this movie ever again. I think that's an achievement on all of its own. I don't relate to that. I actually want to watch this movie now. Marmaduke, I didn't want to watch after that video because it had really bad fart jokes. And because it didn't end with the. Actually, no, I can't spoil it. The 0% on Rotten Tomato Marmaduke is so good, I cannot spoil it. This is definitely one of the movies ever. They sure did say and do stuff. They maybe even acted a little. It really did contain scenes. Yeah, so true. Alright, let's read one more comment. Or two more. The thing that really gets me about this movie is that there seems to be almost no background music or sound in any of the scenes. Like, it makes everything, especially those long pauses between dialogue, feel even more stilted and unnatural. I didn't notice that, but I think that's what makes me laugh so much. I don't know why you dislike this movie. When MGK whispered, "It's mornin' time," and then mourned everywhere, a tear streaked down my face. So true. Alright, I want to read this last comment. Stoner films were funny back in the day because 1, they were made by comedians / actors, and 2, even though it was illegal for the most part, it was still relatable in an unspoken way. Yeah. Like, yeah, we all know someone like that because we all smoke occasionally, etc. But MGK really brought the real experience of hanging out with a stoner while you're sober. It's super boring. It's like watching someone fight a nap. Also, he was a low-rent Pauly Shore in this, which is super sad in and of itself. I actually think that's pretty true. It does feel like a stoner movie where, like, you're sober. Whereas a lot of stoner movies, like, fuck, I can't remember any names right now for some reason. But I feel like a lot of the good stoner movies like do a good job at making like they have that like, oh, they get together and smoke scene, but it plays better. And it makes you feel like it gets you in the mood. I don't know. It's definitely not a good movie, but I want to watch it. Thank you for watching, folks. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye. Hey folks, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like the video, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.